right, y'all. This is your girl ChawChaw, and we're back with another episode of Sipping and Spilling. And I want to go ahead and introduce y'all to our new co-host, George.
I just say, bitch, hold up. Who is new? Yeah, but yeah, what's up, y'all? It's George in the building, aka Breezy. And let me tell y'all how I got this name, George. I had my first friend trip this past weekend, and we all had the same color cups. So I'm like, man, let me put my name on the cup. And instead of putting my name, I said, I'm gonna be George. And I've been George since. Man,
OMG.
Shaw Shaw don't want to let the name go, y'all.
I can't. I can't. All
But
right. Well, anyway, how have your week been?
yeah. So like I said before, I was really interrupted.
Oh,
I
excuse me.
just I just had my first French trip, and it was like past what I expected. In fact, I didn't really expect much because like we was in a group chat, and like I think we have had this plan for almost 2 months, but like all the way down to like the week before, we wasn't really texting. So it's like, man, I don't know how this trip gonna go. Like the vibes is not vibing right now. Like it seems like we all gonna be dead. We ain't even got nothing
Oh,
planned
wow.
out. Like I was just like, okay. But then when the week of came about, everybody started texting. We had a whole agenda and everything. I'm like, all right, bet this about to be cool. And yeah, it was mentally relieving, and it was just really nice. I really didn't even know I needed something like that. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man.
Oh, that's good. Then I got to see you for like a split second. So,
Yeah, Shasha got braces, y'all.
OMG.
And
Post a no picture with these races.
she look like a little kid. It is crazy. I'm telling you, girl, I think your mouth hurt.
I'm trying to get my life together, y'all. I'm trying to get it, get my health, get my mouth right, get everything, I'm trying to look good. So
I got my
it don't hurt though. I just got
my
to get used to it. Like it just feels different.
I got my consultation coming up.
Oh, okay. So we gonna look like twins.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. If it ain't really fitting my look, it's gonna have to come off.
Hmm. All
Alright.
right. Well, let's go ahead. I need a little drinky drink.
You
I'm
didn't
a,
even tell me your week.
oh, my week was how was my week? It was pretty boring this week,
Word.
actually. Yeah, nothing exciting happened this week. I had like a pretty just straight go to work, come home, go to work kind of week.
Child
I,
free, huh?
yeah, child free and still don't my ass still don't do shit. Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
I mean, hey.
But I enjoy the quiet. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little peace time, but then you're gonna have to start getting out. You're gonna could be at peace by yourself for like a week or two. Then you need to get out.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since he been gone, so yeah, it felt good just like having that little piece of quiet. Come home, I ain't got to worry about an extra person.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but no, it was good. Nothing. I can't remember nothing. I don't think nothing exciting happened this week.
Well, you don't like museums?
I do. I actually have some stuff planned for next weekend that I've been looking up little different things to do.
You
So,
ain't tell me.
well, well, not this weekend coming. The following weekend is what I'm saying.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, y'all. We about to get into the wine. So this week's wine, it's called Flow, and it's by Marcus Johnson, an entrepreneur and jazz musician who founded the brand Flow, which is for the love of. Flow Rose and Bush Wine. It's a California bright floral aromas of lilac and rose petal with flavors of fresh strawberry and on the palate. Light Wait, girl, that don't make sense. Flavors of fresh strawberry and on the palate.
Yes, baby.
I guess, girl, but somebody gonna hear that and it ain't gonna sound right. Light in light in body with refreshing acidity and crisp, clean finish.
You out, girl.
I know, girl. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be getting better.
Hmm.
And the price, we got this at Total Wine. So at our Total Wines, it was 10.97, and it's 12.8% alcohol. So
Okay. I already poured my glass. I'm
I
waiting.
already knew. I already knew. Just girl, yeah, don't make no sense. Last episode, she already drunk it before we introduce it. I'ma like this. And
Oh,
it smell decent.
you actually picked this one, so
I know. I was just trying to find some black
something different.
wines because it's really starting to get hard to find them in the store.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's do a little air tap. Okay. It tastes
Oh
like
hell,
rose for sure.
girl, I need some juice up in here.
You always need juice for every wine.
You know, one of my friends,
It's not bad though.
she said I still got a childish palate. That's all it is.
But when you just read palate, that's what palate means.
It means strawberry and on the palate.
Yes.
It means strawberry and on the palate.
You have a childish wine taste buds. Like you need to
Okay.
come on and get your grown and sexy on. Okay. It's not bad. I would drink it with dinner. This is something I would have for like dinner.
It's not bad. It's just I like sweeter things. That's it.
Taste it in the end. You can kind of taste the
I'm
like
not
the
like a bright person or like the what I'm trying to think of all the wines.
so
Like
it has to be sweet for you. Like you just have to have or it has to have some kind of sweetness.
yeah, I like the sweet. I don't like the
I
like
like it.
bitter or like I don't know. It's giving like grown ass woman had a long day. Like I'm not
That's
there.
what it is. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not there. Like
You ain't there yet.
the sun is still shining and the green the grass is green. Okay.
Okay. Well, I like it. So
Wait, before we get into the quote into the week, because I was waiting on you to tell me what you thought about the movie. What y'all think about
oh
Straw?
OMG, girl. When I say I've watched, I actually want to watch it again, but I've
I just
watched it
finished again.
twice.
Yeah. Wait, you already watched it twice?
Yes, I watched it Friday and I watched it yesterday.
I just finished watching it today.
Tyler Perry, no, girl. The way I was feeling watching it, the first time I was like, "What the hell?" The plot twist really just
Yeah,
like kind of took me out.
yeah,
Like I ain't think it was gonna end like that.
yeah.
I knew it was gonna be something, but not.
I thought she was gonna die. I'm just like, man,
Well,
like,
it showed that first. I was like, wait, that's how my girl went out. I know they didn't kill her off
yeah,
like this,
yeah, yeah.
but
I
but
think by the time it got to like the bomb in the bank, I'm like, yeah, she's definitely
she
gonna die.
gonna die. Yeah,
This ain't no coming up out of this.
I don't care what nobody says. She played that fucking
Yeah,
role.
yeah, she did.
She played the hell out of that role.
I feel like I just feel so many things because it's like I like the main question I have was she so mentally gone that she didn't notice that she had the gun?
You know, I guess she just don't know until like that was a lot. Like her daughter died. She lost like that was so much stuff going on in one day. So you kind of like probably just lose it. Like she probably just really like just lost it. Then you trying to get your check. These guys trying to rob the store. You just trying to get your. She just like she said. She just was trying to cash her check.
Yeah,
So
but
she
it's like,
paid
but the gun was on her the whole. I mean, she held the gun the whole
because she
time.
felt like that after that cop said he was gonna kill her. So okay, I'm in this bank. They got all these police out here. They already think I'm trying to rob the bank. And she probably constantly remembering what that cop said.
No, I'm talking about when she first got to the bank, and she was like, "Can you cash? Can you cash it? You know who I am." And then she put the gun on the
I don't think she meant no harm by it though, honestly. Now, what was her reason of holding on to it and doing that? I'm not sure.
That's my thing. Like,
Yeah, like
kept
what
the why did you keep the gun? Like, why like, and that's what I'm saying. Was she so mentally gone that she didn't know that she had the
probably,
gun on the table on the desk?
probably, probably,
And
probably.
And then my next question is, ain't that lady named Sherry? Or she played in the movie and her name was Sherry?
I think her real name is Sherry, and she have a
Okay.
TV show, but she's a actor or a comedian, I think, or
Nah, I
something
think
like
she's an
that.
actor. She's been in some movies or shows.
Yeah, yeah. I think her real name is Sherry, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry if we not, yeah, if that's not
Yeah.
correct, but I think so.
So my thing with her, when did she know that the daughter wasn't alive anymore?
But see, that's the thing because we didn't even know the daughter wasn't alive.
I know, but
So
I'm saying like,
I'm
but
pretty sure probably in between the phone calls is probably when.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm curious on when did she find out? And like, I don't know, not tell her, but once you knew that the bomb
See
wasn't
how she
real,
knew how she was. She, to me, on the outside looking in, maybe she didn't like. You could tell she was already kind of fucked up about everything that was going on. So that
yeah,
probably would have triggered her or something. You know,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe she would have reacted in a different way if they would have did that. So I don't know, but
Like,
that was.
I think just for the edits, like I get that it was supposed to be a plot twist, but I feel like throughout the whole movie, the only sign that the daughter wasn't there was when she let her out in the car and the principal gave the awkward wave. But
Yeah,
besides
that
that,
gave that away. But
but
everything
besides, it didn't
else,
seem as though the child was never there.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It was good though. It was
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Definitely a crazy plot twist, but you did your thing, Tyler Perry,
yeah.
Taraji,
That
Thomas Taylor, Sherry. They all played that. They played their roles. I loved seeing Tiana Taylor because I was saying, the last movie she was in for Tyler Perry was Madea Big Happy Family.
oh,
And I
Byron.
was like, dang, to say, yeah, I was kind of like, why she never played in nothing else for him? And then this was coming out. I was
I
wondering
think
why
she
she
started. Didn't think that's when she started having her kids.
maybe so and got married and stuff. Maybe so.
Uh,
Hmm. But it was a good movie. I give it 1,000 out of 10. So it
yeah,
was a good movie. Very relatable.
yeah, and it's like that quote. That well, not even that quote, but when that girl said it's expensive to be poor, it's like, dang, like that
I
was
felt that
like
shit.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's like, you
It's
know,
expensive to be poor. Yeah.
like that movie was amazing. That was an
It
amazing movie.
was.
It
Girl,
put
I
me
wish I
through
could have went to the
emotion.
premiere. I should have hit up Tyler
Oh
P.
yeah, you got it like
I don't know, girl.
that.
Maybe I could have hit him up. I wanted to go to the premiere too.
Mm,
But it was a good movie.
okay, so yeah,
So we
yeah.
gonna go ahead and jump into the spill of the week, y'all. Now I know y'all heard about Cardi B and Offset.
Hmm.
Cardi B and Offset with their son and her, I guess, boyfriend.
I didn't really catch on to what was that about.
Okay, so I have the picture so you can see.
Yeah.
So they saying, I guess they're trying to say that she did that purposely. But once again, this is me on the outside looking in. From what I can see from pictures, her son always get hairstyles like that. From what I can see, and when they do post the baby,
So this big blow up was about a hairstyle.
a hairstyle. Like, what's your opinion on it?
Oh,
Like, yeah,
well,
it was.
that's the thing. I just seen the picture, so but first of all, a little sidetrack. Dave Child looked like Ari's son. That looked like what Yoshi or something like that.
Oh, Ari Flincher.
Yeah,
Kind of, sort of. He do.
yeah.
Yeah, he kind of do favor him. Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, I wasn't really understanding what the
his name
whole.
Yo Shine.
Oh,
That's his name, Yo Shine. Yeah,
I
he do.
wasn't really getting what was the
Over a
big fuss. But
hairstyle.
now that I see, it's like
But I
I
just
mean,
feel like
it's not that deep. It's a hairstyle
I don't know. Like if you look through the comments, like a lot of men were saying, "Oh, that's kind of disrespectful," and
to get the same
to
hairstyle.
get the same hairstyle. Then some women was like, "Oh well, if his daddy was in his life, then whatever the case may be, well, let him take him to get his hair braided. Let him get it braided. Like if it's an issue." But I feel like society and social media they hype up mess with celebrities more than
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this
like
nothing. That's why I'm like,
yeah,
this is
it's
a waste of my
probably
time.
yeah, but Offset clapping back and all that.
Well,
But
I listened to the Breakfast Club, and apparently Offset said, "Now if somebody end up dead,
yeah,
something like that,"
he
and he had
posted that
yeah, and then he deactivated his profiles.
because I feel like y'all grown. Like I feel like famous people, celebrities, y'all let the outside world get too much involved in y'all business. And that's what make it worse for them.
I
And
mean,
I just feel like who's to say like because and then I seen stuff where it was like the pictures like it's different time frames like that they had this hairstyle like
mm,
it wasn't at the exact same time. So who's to say maybe her boyfriend had it first and then her son liked it like you just never know or her son had it and then he probably would have been like oh well he liked that style so I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Who's to say they got it done at the
yeah,
same
at the same
time?
time.
Yeah, like I mean, I could kind of understand. I can look at both sides and understand
Just
both
don't
point
play
of
with me like
views.
that. I don't think I would want my child with the same hairstyle though.
But that's just
But
like a
if
man
it's at two
when
different times, then I don't care.
right.
But
It's two
like if
different
it's on
times. But
some
it's like me.
twins, like
You
no.
cause you'll get the girl you dating to do your daughter hair and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so I look at it like that. Like you can't just say, oh, because you don't know how that happened, when it happened. I can understand, but I kind of feel like some people like some stuff is like it's a hairstyle.
And one thing I'm confused about is how long have they been broken up? Like it don't seem
I
like
don't
it's
even
been
know if
that
they're
long.
divorced yet.
No, I think they are.
Oh well, who knows? Because they were
Uh,
off and on so much.
uh,
So yeah, I don't know, girl. That's crazy. It is a cute hairstyle though.
I was like,
Well,
have you been single long enough to be in this public relationship again?
I don't know. I don't know. hmm But he a cute little boy though. So
Yeah.
I don't know, girl. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, but yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the quotes of the week. So any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad by Annie Giddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Is that
oh
two?
okay. And then I have two. Yes, it's two
Okay.
quotes.
I'll read
Um
it.
okay.
So many of our young women today, they're growing up without a father, but they're still thirsty for that and desiring positive male love. Hill Harper.
So that's why I did two. Um and this episode is kind of gonna be about Father's Day.
Hmm.
You wanna read the thing or you want me? You can
Oh,
read the
okay.
thing and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
jump into the topic.
Okay. Father's Day is a holiday celebrated on the third Sunday in June. Oh shit, did we pass that up?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, I'm about to say, girl, I ain't tell nobody nothing. Okay,
Crazy.
my bad, y'all. It's the third Sunday in June in the United States, honoring fathers, father-in-laws, and other father figures. It was founded by Sonia,
Sonora.
Sonora
Sonora.
Smart Dodd in 1910 in Spokane, Washington, inspired by Mother's Day. The day has been commercialized with the sending of cards and gifts, and it recognized as a national holiday in the U.S. since 1972. That's not a long time ago, girl. That was right after Mama.
Girl, don't play with my mama. Don't play with my mama like that.
That's not a long time, honestly.
But don't play with my mama like that. We're not
Girl, you play with your mama all the time. That you know
gonna
that that is not a long time.
okay.
I'll be
So
looking forward, by the way, y'all, for my Father's Day, all the women out there who call me daddy during a certain time, I'll be looking
what
forward.
the hell? I know you lying. I know you lying. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. She crazy. Um so today's topic is actually about fatherless daughter syndrome. So
Mm,
what is fatherless daughter syndrome? It's basically known as daddy issues. It's an emotional disorder that stems from issues with trust and lack of self esteem that leads to a cycle of repeated dysfunctional decisions in relationships with men. It can last a woman's entire lifetime if the symptoms go unacknowledged and ignored. Half of the daughters in the U.S. self identify as having no father in their lives, but the reason for that fatherlessness varies. Approximately 28% lost their connection to their dads via divorce or separation, while 26% emotional absence as the reason for the estrangement. 19% lost their fathers to debt, 13% to abandonment, 13% to addiction, and 12% to abuse, and 4% to incarceration. 6% say they never met their father.
Where
So
you got these numbers? Like,
Google.
what's your source?
I gotta go back and see. It was I like looked it up and it was like this little website thing and they had like a whole bunch of other stuff on there too.
Okay, well, we're gonna
Yeah.
say all
I'll
these
have to
is
see.
allegedly y'all, but I am shocked to 4% incarceration.
Really?
That's a
Oh
low
well yeah, because that is a
percentage.
local yeah.
Oh, you know, and you know, then it's a higher percentage of people who never even met their father over
6%.
incarceration.
Yeah. Kind of seemed like it should have been 6 for incarceration and 4 for, but a lot of people don't never meet them. So
That's
I
crazy
guess
to
it just
never meet.
depends. That's just an estimate, who's to say
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
And then it's like, I guess you got to think of how many people did they count? Because that six might seem low to us, but that could be like, 50,000, I mean, 50, 100, thousand people.
right. So
So, yeah.
yeah, we can always look further into it, but yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
First question we have. Do you think girls slash women that fatherless have self-esteem issues? Self-esteem issues refer to a lack of confidence and negative opinions about oneself.
I think that's true. Um. That is true. That is true.
Why do you think
Um.
so?
Why I think so? Because, like they say, like your father is like the first man that you love, and like a lot of women, I feel I can speak for myself. Like you try to look for that love in men when you're dating. Um, trying to see like what's a good way to like explain what I'm trying to say. I guess it's just like you carry that weight, like you carry like that burden of like not having that love from your dad. So you kind of like carry that on into your relationships with guys. Like, am I not enough? Why wasn't I enough for my dad to be in my life? Like,
I
what
get
was
you.
it? Yeah, like
I
that.
get
Like,
you.
what was it that didn't want him to like play a part in my life? Like, was it me? Was it my mom? Like, what is it? Why am I not enough for him to be in my life and be a father to me?
Yeah.
So then you like when you're in relationships, you kind of like you try to look for your father in guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, I
What's
don't
your
know. I
opinion?
don't. I mean, It's I don't know if self-esteem is what it is for me. I think for me it might be like attachment issues more
Yeah,
of
that too.
than a self-esteem issue.
Okay.
Cause like when I see self-esteem, it's like like I think it's more of so of me, not the impact of what some like parent like of how our parents affected our life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like when self esteem to me is like man, I'm fat. That lowered my self esteem.
Hmm.
No, unless I just don't know the full, the correct terminology for it.
Yeah,
I
but I
don't.
mean that's why I say everybody have their own.
Yeah,
Like you say, for you that means something different. It doesn't, So
I think
yeah,
for me, it's like if someone don't want, I guess someone don't want to be in my life. It's like why? Like it's an instant like why? Like instead of you could go. It's what about me? What's so wrong with me that nobody wants to stay type
right.
vibe? Yeah. So I mean that could be like a part of the whole
The
Farty's
whole
mistake.
thought of the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. When your parents broke up, did he, which your dad, stop participating in your life?
No,
Okay. Well, I guess
I
for
don't. I
me.
don't remember them together. So that's
Oh,
not really
okay.
how
So
our
see,
issues
more
came
so, I
about.
did. Yeah. Well, for me, I do remember when they were together. So I guess for you, because you were still kind of young. So, yeah, my mom and dad, they wasn't together. So, I mean, after I was born, they wasn't together. So I can't relate to that.
So
Yeah.
did that? Do you think he stopped participating due to that, or you think that's some like down the line, like mine? It was something down the line.
He never participated, from my understanding.
Uh,
Yeah. So,
ain't like even while pregnant, they wasn't together while she was pregnant.
I mean, I guess she was, but I guess they like had their issues already while she was pregnant and stuff.
Mm,
From my understanding and from what I get from both sides and family members. So
mm, yeah.
mm, yeah, my
Okay.
dad, my he was him. He's still him. He was him. He's still him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. Was your father was or is physically present but emotionally absent?
OMG. Um. So he was never really physically present and never emotionally ever. Um, Physically, I see and talk to my dad probably every couple of years. A little bit more now. We talk a little bit more. But prior to now, this last year, no, I would see whenever he want to see and talk to me. Is that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, and that's just how it's always been. He'll do the whole blaming my mama, but that was when I was younger. As I got older, you can't keep using that excuse.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, yeah, for me, never. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. My answer is like half and half because he was there and then he wasn't. Like he was there for a good amount of change. I mean, like he was good for a good amount of my life, but I feel like maybe of times you need your parent,
That's when he wasn't
he
there.
wasn't there. So like, and I don't know if he wasn't there or I really wasn't even allowing it. So that's another thing too.
Oh,
And
that's yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, because of all that, yeah, emotional absent was definitely a big, part of stuff.
So you saying that? So you're saying that your dad was physically there and emotionally there, but at certain
Nah, he
points,
wasn't emotionally there.
but physically.
Yeah, he was physically there
But in certain parts of your life, you feel like he wasn't there physically
because I didn't allow it.
because you didn't allow him to.
Yeah,
Why didn't you allow him to?
uh, I just hurt. That's
Because
it.
of what?
When he went to jail, the whole
Okay.
situation,
The whole situation.
I asked him to do something, and he said he wasn't gonna do it. Not to get into detail, but
Yeah.
I asked him of something, and he said he wasn't going to do that, and that just kind of like broke me type stuff,
Yeah.
and
That
just
made you look at things differently.
yeah,
Push back from him.
yeah, and then like it was like just a whole bunch of confusion of what you know y'all say how he is, what my
Mhm.
other side of the family say how he is versus
Mhm.
the version of him that I got. It was just a
It
bunch
was a
of
lot of emotion.
confusion, yeah. And then it was
Yeah.
just like I don't know. And then I think it just when I was willing to forgive him again, it was a time. It was Harvey. That's what it really was. That hurricane, and it's just like I just feel like he didn't show up how you
You
know,
expected.
especially after going through a hurricane, having to be rescued. Like I expected a little more, and because I didn't get that more, I didn't want to talk anymore.
So you were
And
hurt.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay. And emotionally, so you don't feel like he was ever there emotionally for you, like ever in life.
Uh, nah. I mean now, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Right.
yeah, nah. Like
But
prior
like growing
to
up, teenage years, no.
nah, because I
Okay.
didn't allow him to be there, so it was no emotional support to be had.
Right. Because you just wasn't. You had kind of like fell back from him, basically.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Um. Do you think dealing with a- an absent father, women struggle to build and maintain relationships?
Um, I don't know. See, the thing is, like,
And you may feel different. I'm gonna say
yeah.
why, but I know, like, yeah, for you, how you view things and how I view things is different. So,
So, I think for me, it's like I didn't have emotional support from neither parents.
okay.
So, you know, I feel like without that affection and love and emotion, just all that, without having that from like both parents, it's
Hmm.
like it really like I know when I go into my relationships, like I really
Hmm.
need that from them. Like I need reassurance. I need to know you love me. Like I need to know. And like even if you told me like I don't need to know every day, but like I need to know and I need to
Right.
feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm very big on what's the love languages? I'm very big on quality time and physical touch. So
Okay.
yeah, I think I know I get told quite often from well I ain't gonna say quite often, but I don't think I've been with someone who haven't told me they not sure they could give me what I need. Like more so, I think they're confused on what I need, because I think I require too much emotional availability.
And do you require that because that you feel like you didn't get that from both parents?
Yeah,
So you look for it in your relationship, or that's what you expect in your
yeah,
relationship?
yeah. I
Okay.
expect it. Like I ain't
Okay.
looking for them to be a makeup. I'm just,
Right.
but I
That's
do.
just what I
Yeah,
want. That's what I
yeah,
require.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That makes
And
sense.
it is hard to have a relationship because like I feel like mental health and like just I feel like all this really just came about like not necessarily when we was growing up. So like now I feel like our generation and up like we're very emotionally unavailable and
Because it was never like
yeah.
expressed. It was never acknowledged. It was never really talked about.
So like for me, I need that emotional availability. Like it's if you can't open up to me, if we can't talk about feelings, if you can't tell me like it probably won't work because like I need you to go I need someone who have worked on themselves enough to come to a relationship and able to express themselves. Like I just can't it won't work if you can't express yourself.
Okay. So you agree that dealing with an absent parent, period.
Yeah, yeah.
That
It struggles. I
okay.
might be too much, but I don't care because I'm worth being too much. So, yeah.
Okay. Girl, she sound working. um, I agree. I think it does play a part. dealing with an absent father or both parents when it comes to and not necessarily absent. Now that I'm like like come like putting it in my head like because you can have a parent there and
Yeah,
still so you can it can be an absent parent or it can be a parent that's there and you still can like struggle to build and maintain relationships because just because you have an active parent don't mean that they're like loving you and caring for you and doing all these things like they should or how you expect them to
yeah,
because everybody's raised different. Our parents is raised different. So your parents normally go off of how they were raised. So that's how they raise you.
yeah,
And like mama like she's always been there,
yeah.
but
But
like
she
as we
wasn't
get
emotionally. Oh,
older,
now she's like so
yeah,
emotionally
like when we were
available.
growing up, we didn't have that emotional like we didn't
Yeah,
have that growing up. Like, yeah, we knew she cared. She took care of us. But like as we get older, now like we have like that
mm,
emotional bond. Like, you
yeah. And
know,
it's kind of weird because especially
yeah.
when she randomly send us text messages, "Hey, I love y'all and I'm grateful for y'all." It's like, girl, where is coming from?
Like,
Like,
girl,
you
yeah.
what?
Like growing
Especially
up,
when
it
she
was
want to
kind of like,
hug. Like, it's like, girl, you never just been the hugging type. Like, why you want
yeah.
to hug me now?
I
This is
think it started
weird.
like what after maybe Jay, maybe or a
Uh,
little bit after Jay, a few years after Jay, maybe. I'm thinking
I don't know. I just know every year she just progressed with her
with
emotional
her emotion.
availability.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like I
It when
appreciate
we were
it.
growing up in like to high school, no. But
Yeah, it
I
was
think
none
I
of
could
that.
say like after I had Jay, it seemed like after Jay is when she started off a little slow,
Uh,
but like now, like for the past couple of years, like yeah, it's like she's on it.
yeah. She's on it till you start talking about her. Then it's like
Oh yeah, then yeah, once it's about her,
Nah,
then
it's
it's
back to
like
old Charlene.
yeah, but it's helped our relationship. Like now that she is emotionally available,
Yeah,
and
no,
she's
that's my dog.
yeah, and she's actually vulnerable with us, and she's like it's completely different now that we're adults compared
Yeah.
to growing up. So it does play a part
Mm,
in your relationships, and it does affect your relationship whether you have an absent parent or a parent that's actively in your life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
What about you?
um. as I say, it's so different for both of us.
Because like you date men. I don't date
Right. So that's
men.
why I say how you view
Yeah.
things and how I view things is different. Um uh
I think you
I don't
mean to
think
them niggas.
I don't
Yeah.
think I struggle. I don't think I struggle to build on I just don't like to deal with bullshit.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like I'm willing to compromise and I can deal with only so many things. um and I just feel like my daddy was the first person that broke my heart,
Yeah.
and even to this day we still struggle with our relationship, which I've accepted who he is now because now I just know that's just like I can talk to him, I can express myself, like we didn't have talks and I've explained and I just have accepted that's just who he is. That's just what it's gonna always be.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I just feel like I don't have to put up with that. Like I feel like I shouldn't have to and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So with relationships, I feel like I don't want to deal with bullshit. I don't. Like, yeah, but nobody perfect. I'm not perfect. But I feel like I'm a good person. And for the most part, I feel like I treat people how I want to be treated. Um,
So I got a question for you.
okay.
Because you do date men and you have your experiences with your father, do you feel like you're harder on dudes?
I am. I can honestly say that. I am. Um,
Would you be willing to change that, or that's just what it
I just feel like that's just what it is.
is?
And not to like I don't know if that's like a bad thing that that's just how I am. Like I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I just feel like I know what I deserve.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to be married. I want a husband. I want a man. Like I'm willing to go through the ups and downs, but I just feel like certain stuff I don't want to tolerate. I don't want to put up with it. And yes, because of the way my father treated me and still treats me, like I'm not pushing like what he do to me or have done to me on guys, but
Mhm.
like I see some of him in guys I've dated.
Mhm.
So that's like a trigger for me. So that's what it is. Like when I see certain things that my dad has done or he still do or still don't do, like that's like a trigger for me. Like and I don't like that. Like,
Mhm.
like I don't like it. So I am harder on the guys that I date. Probably
Mhm.
not hard enough, if you ask me. Like really, I'm probably not hard enough.
Yeah.
But and that's like you said, like that plays a part in like mental health and stuff like that. Like all of that stuff like plays a part. Like how people treat you, how you grew up, like all of that stuff like plays a part. So it's like I don't want to deal with that shit.
Okay, another question.
Okay.
Like, as being a woman that dates men,
Mhm.
do you feel like it's right to a man for you to come so hard?
Um,
Like,
I'm
what
a
if a man like say, hey, like you too hard up. Like, I can't deal with that. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, would
they
that
have they ha-
would
they have that choice not to want to talk to me.
but would that change how you are as a person for to hear somebody tell you that and really leave you alone?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Um, no, because like it makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah.
Um, I have I had have someone that I gave the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
And I healed from my relationships and I prayed and I really took time like, hey, the next person I decide to date, um, I'm not going to bring my trauma that I've had with guys I've dated and been with and what I've gone through with my dad into my next relationship. And I
Mhm.
prayed on it. I prayed and I went in with good intentions.
Mhm.
Like I went off of what he said and what he showed me. With
Mhm.
good intentions, no negativity. Like I was good. Like no drama, no extra, no nothing.
Mhm.
And I went in with a good, clean heart, thinking, okay, I'm gonna give this man a chance. I ain't gonna put everything else I've been through on this man.
Mhm.
But it took him one time to show me why I am the way I am when it comes to men. Because you can give somebody the benefit of the doubt all you want. You can have faith, think they're gonna do this and do this and do that. But when it comes to men, a man gonna show you. Like, ain't no man perfect. I'm not dogging men, but a man is going to be a man at the end
Yeah.
of the day. And I've learned that from my father on down to the men that I've dated and
Mhm.
being with. A man is always going to be a man. And I just feel like that's just men, period.
Mm.
They will disappoint you. You can come in and think, oh, they'll show you this, and that, but it's in them. Like they and even women. Like I'm not saying we're perfect, but I think that's just me. I think it's just me. Like I don't try to be that way, but I've given people the benefit of the doubt, and they still show me why I am the way I am. Why I feel and do things a certain way and act a certain way when it comes to men.
Yeah, I agree. See,
Yeah.
the thing with me and men, and it ain't like, oh, a man did me wrong, so, I'm not gonna deal with men. Like, I don't have, a story to tell that's like, this is why I like girls. I feel like, well, I guess I do, but it's not the same. So, like, I've always hung around guys, and then I've been around, women in my life. And then you hear the stories about dudes and what dudes do
Mm-hmm.
and how dudes act, and then you hang out with dudes and you hear it from their point of view, and it's no smarter. It's
Right.
not like they have a better story to tell,
Exactly.
and it's like just from just the disappointment that I've had with like just the father figures in my life and just what every other woman have dealt with and just hanging out with guys and seeing how they are, I just mentally knew I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't like, you
Yeah.
know, and another story for another day, but I've dealt with a man before and
Yeah.
that told me everything I need to know. you know,
Yeah.
that I just can't. I just can't. I don't have the capacity to deal with a man, and I also don't want to be a woman for a man. So yeah.
Well, you have that choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think daughters of absent fathers are more prone to depression?
Um, yes and no. Um, I would say yes, depending on what the situation is with the daughter and the father,
Hmm.
because everybody's situation is different, and some women do take things differently. They look at things differently, and it do hit them a different way. So I think yes and no. My
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. I mean, I don't think depression is based off of parents. So,
Okay.
you get depressed from anything.
For me, too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um. Do you think there are more? Do you think
More
women are
likely.
more likely to become sexually active early from having an absent father?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I got started pretty early. I don't think like you know. It wasn't because of, oh, my dad not there, and then we go have sex. Like
Mhm.
it was more of so. Uh, I just did it just too. Like
Just
it
because you wanted
wasn't.
to.
Yeah, it wasn't even no reason to it. I just was what they say acting fast. I think that's just what it is.
Hot
Yeah,
ass.
hiding the twat. I think that's all it was to it. I don't think it have anything to do with that. Cause at that time, I had a relationship with my father. We didn't see each other, but we had a relationship. So,
Yeah.
nah, girl, I just got started early cause of me.
Okay. I don't. I mean, I guess it depends on the person. For me, no, I don't think that. I don't think it. I don't think it's more likely. Like I said, even with the depression, I guess it just depends on the circumstances, the situation, what has happened, and how like people cope with things, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
girl, these questions, girl, I'm trying not to be emotional, God
Why?
damn. Cause I don't feel like being sad. Not right now. I've really been chilling and elevating, and I've been on a nice little wave, and this shit here, oh
Well, I mean, I feel
goodness.
like most of our stuff is kind of like straightforward. I just feel like Father's Day's coming up, and we both
Yeah,
have father issues, daddy issues that we've been through, and I know a lot of people that has, and it's not talked about enough. It's not because like even like we say with mental health, like like women struggle with certain things from like not having their father or mother in their lives that like kind of like plays a part in their everyday life, and they struggle with relationships because of those things.
yeah,
And even with their kids, not just relationship wise, even them being a parent. So
yeah.
I ain't trying to make you emotional.
I ain't gonna
I
lie,
just
I
know
get
I
it
just know
emotional.
I just know we both can relate to this topic. So that's why I picked this topic.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah.
you think you're good, and you're
Right. And
you're
once
on
you
your
talk
way to
about it,
healing, and it's like. But I don't think even if you are healed, the way you feel about something is the way you feel. Like that's
Right.
like right now, like me and my dad, we like good. Like we talk on the phone and stuff. Like, I just spent the holidays with him. Like
Hmm.
we're good, but like it's not gonna change the fact that his absence really just it hurt it. Like
Yeah.
it's like dang, bro. I'm your twin, nigga. How you do this to me? You know?
Yeah. I don't want to get emotional. um,
They say laugh to keep from crying.
yeah.
Shit.
Um, I'm not an open book.
No, you're
You
not.
are. I'm not.
Not
Um,
even to me, girl. I be having to fight your emotions. What's
I'm
going
I'm
on?
not. I'm not an open book, but I just feel like,
This topic that made me get through this one, and I don't even like
look, I'm almost done with this wine.
it. Man.
um, I even to this day, like I talk to my dad. Like I've talked to him. I sat on the phone and cried. Like explain. I've sat in person and cried and explained to him. And years later, after that, I've sat on the phone and cried and expressed and cussed and fussed in person and over the phone, like how I feel. Like I want a better relationship with you. Like you have a grandson. Like you're not even trying to really be a part of his life. My son know who he is, but he don't know him.
Yeah.
Like, and even to this day, like I accept it, but it's still something I struggle with because in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, maybe one day, maybe one day, like he'll try to change or he'll try to make it work or he'll try to make an effort. It's like
Yeah.
it's something that I want, but I just know that it probably won't ever happen. Um, and I do love him. I mean, I don't really know him, but I love him because I know that's my dad. You know.
I still haven't got to that love term with him.
I mean, and I love him. I mean, like I have love for him, like
Uh,
because I know he is my dad. But I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna do it because I'm gonna get all emotional and shit. So yeah,
I
but
don't know. I think with my father, even though we are on good terms, it's a lot of things that I shut out. I shut out with him, and it's just taken a lot to just get it back open. Like we talk, I like our conversations, and like, but it's still just some stuff. It's just not that I want to make him feel like I felt, but it's just like I just can't open that to you. Like
like you're willing to work it out, but you still have some things you're struggling with to
yeah, like the whole like the love thing. Like I don't, at least not right now. I just don't really see me
right,
saying I love you. Like, and I don't. It's because I don't even know if I do. Like it's like I don't really know you. To really tell you something like that. And just because you're my father, you don't get the right of I love you.
right.
Like, and it's like, and part of me like I mentioned Will, but I do it to see if it'll piss him off, to make him feel like, hey, I go to this man because
He's there for me.
yeah, and it's like,
Yeah,
do that, and then to me, it's like, do that bother you? Do you care about that? Like, I don't say it to be spiteful. I do be telling her, just saying, hey, this is what's going on. But it's just like, as a man, hearing your child refer
talk
to
about
another
another man.
man, it's like,
Right.
like that don't bother you a little bit, like that don't,
They
get
don't
under
make you
your
feel some type
skin.
of way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a working process, but we do talk. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Girl, I ain't want to drink this whole bottle of fucking wine today. Now my mind gonna be there today.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, we talking about this today, and he actually texted me today randomly,
Yeah.
surprisingly. Yeah. So I think that's why it's kind of hit me a little different now that we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what advice would you give to your father if you could?
Like as in this current moment.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I think maybe the biggest thing is that you got one more child to make it right with. Like,
Hmm.
do it. You know, try.
Right.
Be different and try. Like, don't make all of your kids suffer with the absence of you. Yeah,
That's everybody. That's the advice you would give to him.
yeah.
I would tell. I would say that I would tell him that um I would just tell him that like even if he's not willing to get our relationship right, like the least that he can do is at least try to have a relationship with your grandchild. Since he say I'm his only kid, that's his only grandchild. Like I would say at least try to get right with your grandchild, if anything. If we can't get on, that type
On the
of
board. Yeah.
yeah, like at least do it for your grandchild. And I would tell him to stop making excuses of why he wasn't there and blaming it on my mother. Because at the end of the day, I'm grown, and even when I was older to realize stuff for myself, like nothing still changed. Like take accountability. Like he needs to take accountability for his actions and what he's done. Um, and at least be there for my son. At least, if nothing else, like just be there for your grandchild. I
Yeah.
don't. I can care less about everything else, and that's what I would tell him. Which I've already told him that, but yeah,
Oh, that's why I wanted to ask you because you said you cried and everything to him. What was his response? Like, was he emotionally available
he
during that
wasn't
conversation?
emotional, but he was like, "Daddy, understand, baby. I understand. I don't want you to be upset, and I'm gonna try to do better." But even to this day, like you still don't try to do better. Like over the phone. Okay, I know you from over the phone. I've known you for over the phone for all these years.
Yeah.
Like I want to know you in person. Like you're on the road all the time. I'm sure you can find a way to come see me and
I'm
my.
sure that he didn't came to Texas
You
plenty
see
of
what I'm
times.
saying?
I
Like
mean, I don't see how you don't come to Texas.
I'm sure you can come and make some time to come see me and your son. But when I go to Louisiana, even knowing how I feel and how our relationship is, I still hit this man up.
Yeah.
Still to this day because I still kind of have some kind of hope that maybe one day, maybe. And if it's like if I don't hit him up when I'm out there, I would never see this man ever.
Yeah.
I would never see this man if I don't hit him up and he just like so happened to be in town not working when I'm out there. And it's not often. I don't see him often, but when I do, it's like me out there, like, oh hey, I'm out here, me and Jay out here, whatever, whatever, like whatever. But if it's not me, I'll never see this man ever.
Mm.
Ever. He don't even try to make an effort. I tell him, hey, you could come stay by me, or you can get a room, or whatever the case may be. Come spend a weekend with us here and there. Or hey, we can come out there by you.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like I'm willing to compromise, but if we not out there, then it's nothing. Like I won't see this man.
People weird, man. I don't understand
Yeah.
people. Like, I just don't get them. Like, it just can't be that much hurt in the world that you're just so unavailable. Like, I just don't get
It's like his
it.
world and nobody else. Like it's just him. Like I don't know. I just feel like if his mother was here, it would be different. I actually have his mother's name.
I mean, I'm not seeing what would make her change. I mean, you can't make a person do nothing. The only
Yeah,
difference
you
is she
can.
would just be able to.
She
I'm
would
sorry
probably be
that you're
more
going
active
through
in
it.
my life. Yeah,
And that's a grown man. His mama can't make him do nothing.
yeah. I don't know. Shit, he how old now, and I'm how old. I just feel like if you haven't changed in all this time, you know,
Yeah.
my son is almost a teenager, and you still can't get it together.
The
So,
learning of just accepting disappointment.
but it's
It's
so hard.
just
It's hard.
it's
It's hard because you want it. You want it, but
yeah.
in the back of your mind, you know it's not. It probably will never happen. But you want it. Like you still have hope. Like it can happen. It is possible because it is possible. Things can change,
Mm.
but he's not willing to change.
Yeah, you about to make me go smoke a blunt with this conversation.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. We probably got a little, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this
Man,
episode up because I almost finished this bottle of wine. So yeah,
this is didn't sign up for therapy today.
therapy session done.
Sipping and spilling version. Uh,
All
yeah,
right, y'all.
so just
Well,
make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, turn on the notifications for sipping and spilling. Just stay up to date. Y'all could drop some comments, drop some likes, share us, like, you know, everything works with y'all.
yeah. You wanna go ahead and let them know where to follow you?
Yeah, so this is George, aka Breezy. You can catch me on TikTok and Instagram at Truly Breezy, with two Y's. And please make sure y'all follow, like, share, turn on them notifications. Go ahead, Shasha.
All right, and make sure y'all follow Sip In, not with a G, Sipping with an N at the end, the letter N, spilling on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And also, you can catch me at Shawshaw_May on all social media platforms. And until next time.
Peace.